All right, ebusia for mama na akwa ba sonko e de mobile possible multimedia ni de kwan so and any day kan we ni channel is wo YouTube e be show so be gibre no ahwe video no amana kwa we if you like comment subscribe we are no share content no and that's why I recommend the channel no am only be so nya videos ni bi ahwe me am di media ho chia me din Eric Francis Achu aka possible. Yes, information na twagu we my Ghana mu a edikan na editie e na edom sukọ ekọ hwe bi na de ababe so ebusia yɛwura Christmas ɛbɛrɛ mu mesrɛ wo ɛni deɛ kwan so hwɛ ho si mami ɛne w'abusuafoɔ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛwura afe foforɔ mu na yɛn nyinaa yɛasan ahyia maame fa akonnwa wɔ yi so na menkyia obi biara a ɔgye berɛ ɛhwɛ me video Nyankopɔn nhyira wo bebree a yɛmmɔ nwura mu ne yɛntie nsɛm ɛwɔ
I don't want to be president for 8 years. I only want to be president for 4 years. And challenge you and say what to be done. And there is difference between a leader and a politician. There's difference between a leader and a politician. A leader is the one who thinks of the development of his country and take bold decisions irrespective of the repercussion. And a politician is the one who thinks of tomorrow's election and therefore is not bold to take the decision. I don't think of tomorrow's election. I think of today, how I can make a difference in society, in schools. Maybe Ghanaians will look at the 4 years and say, look, let's give him another mandate. That is more important. But for me to be afraid to speak the truth, for me to be afraid to take Ghana's money and bring it to America, I won't do it. I won't do it. I will invest in my own country and create employment for the youth that are not working. I'm a businessman and I know all the tricks. I'll block all the loopholes. I'll block it. From Ghana first. I believe in Ghana. You know, I have set example at Ghana Gas, and I realize Ghanaians themselves won't change. Because one day, I had a problem in Tema, one of my co-stores, so I had to dash down there around 6. And that day, I had a board meeting. So, I think I got back earlier, and the traffic was so heavy for me to go to Movenpick and come back to the airport. So I went straight to Ghana Gas. This day and age, people come, they write their name and go back. So we are using Ghana Gas hours for your personal name. The next day, when I took that action, I didn't scream, I didn't do anything, but I went office to every office. I entered and checked those who were present and those who were not. So I said, yes, madam. So I hear you came to look for me. I asked the name and she said, oh, I'm so and so. Then I asked her, why are you late? She says to me, there's an old lady, a 90-year-old lady who died and they were having a memorial service at Christ the King. Then I asked her a question. So you are using Ghana Gas hours to go to memorial service and you call me her husband. I'm afraid that will not work. You are lucky a board chairman cannot descend to a senior manager's level to fire. I would have fired you right away. But I'm going to report you to the chief executive. You cannot, and hear me clearly, whether you are wife or husband, you cannot use Ghana Gas hours to go to a funeral. I'm sorry, it won't work. The human resource lady came, also looking for me. I said, yes, what's your problem? He said, oh, I went out there, I checked the time, and she came to me around 10:40. Say, when are you supposed to report at work? Say 8 o'clock. And here 10:40. Why 10:40? Oh, I went out there to do something. Is it in the interest of Ghana Gas or personal? Is it personal? So you are using Ghana Gas hours for your personal. I'm afraid, madam, it's not going to work. This is your last time. And I'm going to report you. I went to one department. I saw a gentleman there, IT. And I asked him, what do you do? He said, IT. Then I pulled the paper out of my pocket and showed him. You think you're IT guru? This day and age, people come, they write their name and go back. No fingerprint, you can't punch, I'm afraid. So we have started it. Say, how long did you do this? How long? Then he said, couple of months. It's okay. Now, how many days will it take you to complete what you are doing? He said 1 month. I said no. 3 weeks. I said no. 2 weeks. It's okay. It's 8:37 Thursday morning. In 2 weeks, Thursday, 8:37, I'll be here to check if you've done the job or not. So the 14 days, the guy did it in 11 days. I went there and told the chief executive, he was a manager. I said, promote him. The chief executive was giving me explanation. I said, listen, I say promote him. Let others emulate hard work. If we reward hard work, others will emulate. Promote him. He's now a senior manager. And why I made a statement that even Ghanaians themselves, whatever situation they are in, they don't like it, is that the next day, when I took that action, I didn't scream, I didn't do anything, but I went office to every office. I entered and checked those who were present and those who were not. The next day, 8 a.m., there was a queue. Everybody running to go and punch or write. So one of the girls sent a video to the father. Say, Daddy, look at what Uncle Ken has done. Now everybody is queuing. They are queuing to go and register.
Smart Gan update. This
is what we need. In Ghana, productivity level is 4.1%. 4.1% productivity level. Hell no. We got to change. It got to change. If productivity is 4.1, then it's 0. These same people want to be paid every month. They come to work at 11. By 12, they go to lunch. They eat fufu, drink beer, sweat. They come back to work, 3 o'clock, they pack their things and go. Hell no. Every ministry will have CCTV. You punch in, you punch out. You punch in, you punch out. You cannot monitor every day, but randomly you pick it and check those who came to work, how long they stayed and everything. This is how we can move the country. Discipline first. I went to Rwanda talking to a kid, and the place is so neat. He said, you can't put anything on the ground. You can't. Paul Gigami doesn't have PhD. He's a military officer. And now we are quick to make reference to Rwanda. We have a lot of opportunities in Ghana that are untapped when it comes to tourism. I am going to use tourism, mechanized farming, agro-processing to change the fortunes of Ghana. First, Ghana is geographically positioned than any country in the world because we are center of the world. the latitude and longitude 0 degrees meet at Tema. We don't make noise. We don't talk about it. We don't market our country. We need to market our country. One of my dreams for the center of the world is simple. Center of the world hotel. The most beautiful hotel in Ghana should be center of the world. And the design is that every 4 floors will be a shape of a continent. Then at least 4 restaurants in every 4 floors. 4 specialized cuisines from Africa. 4 specialized cuisines from Europe. 4 specialized cuisines from America. Let people go there and have fun. Enjoy life. And it can be done. It can be done if the Sahara Desert, Dubai, the Emirates are changing it. Why can't we do it? I was flying from Takoradi to Accra, and I saw where River Pra merges, the sea. And the blue sea is brown. We need to change it. We'll change it. Ghana, we have all these castles. And you see people easing themselves. And the excuse is that. That is where they get fresh air. Beachfronts are the most expensive land on earth. You can't go to beach these days. The filth in our sea, Jesus Christ, we need to change it. And I will change it. If you swear me in today, you swear me in today, tomorrow Coast Gas will take over the place. We need sea transport. I've been to Istanbul. And Istanbul, they have sea transport. Istanbul is situated between 2 continents, Asia and Europe. Those who live at Asia cross with small boats to Europe and work. Those who work at Asia and live at Europe cross to Asia and work. And the sea is called Bosphorus. Sea transport. Those staying at Kaswa, it takes them 2.5 hours to get to the city. Whilst we can use a ferry from Kaswa to Accra Central, what are we doing? We gotta be creative to ease traffic. We gotta be creative. You see our leaders speaking English. Meanwhile, their pocket is empty. English, big words. We gotta be practical. We gotta be practical. Elenina Castle and Cape Coast Castle. I dared tourism ministry to sell one of the castles to me and let me develop it for them to see. And my vision is simple. The tunnel where these slaves pass through to the sea, you just take a picture of it, then you open it up. Because some people are afraid because of the size of the holes. So what you do is you open it up and paste the original pictures here. Then we have boats written point of no return. Have live band, food, nice drinks. That time Bishop should close his eyes. We want to make the money first. Then Sunday, you remember better connection. You know, let the people have fun. They will ride from Malibina to Takoradi and back. Just like 42nd Street, we go there. By the time I come back, within 2-3 hours, myself and my many kids, I would have spent about $4,000. Why can't we do same? have ideas. Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Botswana, South Africa. They use this theme parks, zoos, game parks, whatever. And last year, Kenya, tourism, they made $60 billion. And we have tourist sites more than Kenya. The oldest Bible a white man brought into Africa to spread Christianity is still at Elmina Catholic Church. We don't talk about it. Meanwhile, when you go to London Museum, you see Winston Churchill mimicking with FDR, and people queue, pay money to go and just listen. And we have all these things there. It's there. Just showcase it. This is the oldest Bible the white man brought here. And people pay money for it. That's how you make money. Mole Park. I was going to Wa, and I saw these elephants crossing the highway. So I asked, where from the zoo? This is Mole Park. Say, Jesus Christ. Our leaders don't smell money. We don't smell money. Because the money these countries, Uganda, Kenya, South Africa, Botswana, Tanzania, are making out of these animals. What are we doing? The only country in the world that a human being can sit on crocodile without a bite is Ghana. Paga, crocodile points. And we don't do anything. We need affordable hotels. The world is affordable. Ghana hotels, empty. You enter, you pay $800, the place is empty. Because they've loaded about 18 different taxes on. We'll scrap it. Make it affordable. Let people come into the country. What are we doing? Tourism, tourism, tourism. The year 2019, when President Akufo-Addo declared the year of return, between October to January, Ghana made $1.3 billion. Our cocoa, today, they cannot even get 1.3 billion. Tourism, the revenue that we generate from tourism, I'm sure is more than the gold, cocoa and oil combined. But we've neglected this area. The only ministry with the lowest budget is tourism ministry. Because our priorities are not right. Case closed. Tourism means neatness. Come, they see the city is clean. Ghanaian workers at the front desks of most of the hotels, they don't smile. They frown their faces as if you owe them. You are going to pay money for them to be paid. But they don't smile. They don't attract people. We need to train all these workers to attract people. It is important. These are simple courtesies that will let tourists come and go and sell our story for others also to come. What are we doing? As if they don't like their jobs. If you don't like the job, go home. Go home. As simple as that. So there's a lot we can do in Ghana to change Ghana. We have these arable lands. I personally believe that we should use the 5 northern regions, Afram Plains, Accra Plains, to feed the whole Africa. 44 years ago, my cousin was forced to marry a guy because the guy had 2 acres farm and he married 2 women classmates. Till date, when you see a successful farmer in my village, it's still 2 acres, 44 years ago. to 8. It's still 2 acres. Meanwhile, when you cross the border to Côte d'Ivoire, when you enter a plantation, 5 months, coconut, palm, pineapple, cashew. When we were kids, they asked a question in school. Which country is the leading producer of cocoa? You raise your hands. Ghana. Today, can we say that? Can we say that? Côte d'Ivoire produces over 2 million tons, whilst Ghana is struggling to produce 800 tons. With a population of 32 million Ghana and 21 million Côte d'Ivoire. And they are the leading producers. Why? We need to change it. We need to change it. You need a leader who has a drive. You need a leader who dreams big. You need a leader who is honest. You need a leader who puts his country first.